does feel kind of like a speed
I was
date,
just thinking that. Sort of
Yeah.
speed dating.
What's your favorite color?
Lily and I thought the Chastity Belt was a really funny band name.
We came up with the concept before we were actually a band. So we just pretended that we were in a band called Chastity Belt for like a while. Yeah, I guess we heard about like a battle of the bands that one of the frats was putting on. We were like, let's write a song for that. So then we recruited these two. Wrote this 5-minute long song called Surrender.
The God of Punk.
Surrender to the God of Punk.
We won, so we basically had to keep going.
College, we had all these grand ideas of things we were gonna do at shows.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you guys ever thought about that, just doing ridiculous shit.
Like get like squirt guns filled with blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We one time threw like rectal thermometers with our names scratched onto them.
It was like our first big thing.
It was our first merch, but it was on accident because Dre's like a science educator and accidentally bought rectal thermometers.
I was just trying to buy like regular thermometers to do science experiments with 4th graders, and I accidentally bought like ones for babies. So we're like, let's just scrawl our initials on them and throw them at people.
What's your guys' signs? The Taurus.
I'm a Cancer.
I remember.
Whoa.
I heard that the Beatles, their astrology like perfectly meshed together. Oh my
Really?
god.
So you're like,
I made them perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe our astrology matches.
Ours
It's
is
like
pretty good. We have
it's
3
close.
air signs, and then we have a earth sign for us
The last time Mercury was in retrograde was like toward the beginning of the semester when we were still writing our theses and nothing went well.
2 days before, all our instruments broke in a different way.
Things get wonky. Like
They truly do.
What was the dumbest thing somebody on the internet has said about your band name?
I'd like to unlock their chastity belts.
or like the opposite, or like, oh, they don't need chastity.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep your chastity belt on, ladies.
Keep it on.
That was just like from cheap. Subject line cheap. It's like body, your band name is cheap, and like a terrible way of getting
Like a
attention.
horrible ploy. You guys should get yourselves a better name or stop playing music.
Yeah.
Once at Silent Barn, these 2 guys in like very studded vests came up to me after we finished a set and were like, we thought you were real Jawbreakers, so we came out, but like, your band's pretty cool. Thank you for not yelling at me.
How many people get confused by that?
Yeah.
More than you would think.
Yeah.
We've gotten some great Twitter hatred.
Yeah.
Though, like my favorite thing that anyone has ever said about our band name is deception is the weakest form of misandry.
I feel like I want that like tattooed.
Right? Was Cool Slut from frustration about like being called names by idiots?
It's not like reclaiming the word slut. My freshman year, the ukulele. I would like walk around singing the slut song, and it was just like 3 chords, and
We would just like jam on it.
it was just like totally improv. But then I took a lot of the lyrics from that song for Cool Slut, and then named it Cool Slut because I do this tag around town. My Cool Slut tag. I love the word slut. It's cool.
Yeah. More people should.
Do you consider yourselves fun?
My mom wouldn't let me listen to the Ramones when I was little, but my dad really wanted me to, so we'd sit in the car in the garage and listen to the Ramones secretly because my mom was like, we do not listen to songs about heroin in the house. What were your first concerts?
My first concert was Spice Girls.
I went to Blink-182 and No Doubt. That was pretty cool. It was like, yeah.
I grew up in Hawaii, and there's like no bands come out there.
What about Jack Johnson?
Except for, I mean, I think
Jason
I never
Mraz.
I saw Jason Mraz, but that was like, not my first concert.
When did you guys write your thesis?
I'm a bio major, so I studied how black-capped chickadees and tufted titmice, which are these 2 species of bird that have very similar alarm calls. I wanted to see how they responded to predator vocalizations, so I manipulated owl calls in the field and played them back at bird feeders. And
I did a comparative analysis of reproductive health policies in the Soviet Union and contemporary Russia to try to see which are more progressive and empowering for people who aren't men. And I did it in gender neutral language.
Mine about Sarah Palin.
I wrote mine on wild edible pink plants of Vietnam.
once I graduated, I was like, woo.
It's all done. Mine have these numbers called surreal numbers.
Oh yeah.
Julia came to my presentation and was super high. Was it surreal?
I just had a panic attack. I feel like we really learned a lot about each other.
Yeah, we've all
Closer
grown.
and-
This speed date made me really want to take it to the next level.
Give you our numbers. We'll be in touch.